What's up, Libra? This is Marcus from King Oracle, back with another Tao Oracle reading here for you. So this reading is going to be for the month of April 2022. And what we're going to do is get you some Oracle cards. We're going to get you a basic energy to work on for the month. Also, we're going to get you a spiritual card and also a time frame card to let you know of what you're working on this week, when you might see some of the results of it. Okay? So far, so good. We have inner truth. Then we have opportunity and change. So it looks like you're looking inside yourself and you're finding ways to change yourself. You're looking for those positive opportunities and then be bold and make the first move. All right, so got a lot of good things that are coming here for you. All right, so let's get you some tarot and see what we have here. All right, so what I'm going to do is to clarify. I'm going to get you 4 cards for each, and basically it's going to give like a rough breakdown of each week. All right. Alright, so for inner truth, so we have 2 cards that came out for you. Alright, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the World card. So you have a new opportunity that's coming to you because of the fact that you've learned a lot of things. You've had like a new cycle starting. Alright, so this week, you should be able to either see this new opportunity coming, or possibly this might be you getting a big lump sum of money, or possibly an inheritance of some sort. But this is all due to this new process that you started. All right. So then we have King of Pentacles, we have the King of Swords, and we have the 9 of Swords. Okay. Now let's see what the final energy is for the month for the inner truth. And I'm gonna go over each of the cards here once we get the cards drawn out here for you. So we have the Empress. So definitely you have a lot of growth, a lot of opportunity. Looks like some money is coming to you because you have the Ace of Pentacles and you have the King of Pentacles, and you also have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and you also have the Empress card. So there's a lot of growth that's coming. So you have the Fool card. All right, so under opportunity and change, we have the 8 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Swords, and then we have the Fool. Right? Then we have 2 cards that came out, double 8s. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. Right? Then let's see what we have next under Be Bold and Make the First Move. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. So the first week of this month, you're going to see a lot of movement. Okay? You have the 5 of Wands. Right, but want to see overall though, looks like you have some new money or something that's coming to you, a great opportunity that's coming this first week. That's sort of like mastery. You've been working on this for a while, and now it's finally, and you got the Sun. So you got a lot of great things that are coming for you. Right now, today, it's funny because this cardinal moon, today is a full moon, a new moon in Aries. Right? And Aries is actually a cardinal sign, so it's like very good synchronicity there. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands. So you have a lot of really positive energy. Right? So first thing I see, Libra, here is you have inner truth. Right now, 6 plus 1 is a 7, and Libra, you're actually the 7th house. Right, so there's a lot of synchronicity there. All right, so this is wisdom of the heart, insight, clarity, purity, intuitive knowing, consciousness, and penetrating the illusion. So you see this person is sitting on top of a lotus leaf and they're meditating. So as you see, their third eye is growing, and the third eye is getting enlightenment, and that third eye gets enlightened, and there's a second circle that's going around it, which is absorbing more energy, which once that first enlightenment comes, it makes the second enlightenment, like the second level, then this is able to change your surroundings. So you see this consciousness is enveloping you, and it's going to envelop anybody that's around you. You see the purple color. This purple color is for wisdom. This is you getting that enlightenment coming from the purple chakra, which is your crown chakra. So you're going to have a lot of upgrades that's going to come, a lot of downloads. But you taking the time to kind of meditate to yourself and follow your intuition is going to be very beneficial for you. Right? So what I'm seeing here for the first week is that you're going to have the Ace of Pentacles and the World card. So there's a new opportunity that's coming to you. You reach the end of a cycle, and because of this end of the cycle that you're learning, you've learned a lot of lessons. You've been able to complete a lot of different things. And Libra, you may have had, because of the World card, this is the fixed energy card. So you may have had some assistance that brought this to you. So the fixed energies are Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and so also Scorpio. So you may have had one of those people that were involved, or you might even have that in your chart, and that's actually what's helping you and benefiting you too. Now, this new cycle that you're going is completion, it's victory, you're starting new things, you're having a new level up. Right, so you may have had a lot of lessons that you learned, a lot of things, especially if you're taking time to look at your inner truth. You're trying to figure out what's more important to you and what's the best for you. So you're not really listening to everyone else. Now, once that happens, that's when this Ace of Pentacles surfaces for you. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, again, this could be something that you see in the 3D. This could be a new job. This could be a new house. This could be a lump sum of money. This could be an inheritance. But this is going to be a great thing that's going to come to you. And you're going to be able to see this within this first week of April. Right? So, in the second week, you have the King of Pentacles. So this is you making wise decisions. This is you being able to be resourceful, and you're able to use your intelligence and your knowledge either to build yourself a business, or maybe to plant the money that you received from this King of Pentacles to make yourself a legacy. And this is you starting a business, possibly investing. Maybe you bought a rental property or what may have you. But this is you being very fruitful. As you see the robe that the person's wearing, the King of Pentacles is wearing, he has a lot of flowers, and he has a lot of different things that are growing. These are all grapes, okay? And entangled with the grapes are the grape leaves. So this is just saying that you're gonna have a lot of abundance, and you're gonna be fed very well, right? If you look at the King of Pentacles, he has a wand in his hand that he's holding, and the wand that he has at the top of it has a round ball, which is supposed to signify the world. So this person's already mastered their inspiration, which is their wands, which you have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So with this mastery of this wand, this is making it so that you have a grand scope to be able to create your own world and use your manifestation powers to create whatever's coming to you or whatever you desire. Right? So now we have the Nine of Swords with the King of Pentacles. So what this is this is in the third week. This is you having some hard time sleeping for some of the decisions you made, but you realize that you made the right decision. You're going to move forward. You're weighing up all of the options, and you're not letting anything stop you. Now, in the background of the King of Swords, you can see that there's butterflies that's on the back. So this is that transformation of going from worrying about a lot of things to being sure of your own thoughts, okay? Now, the King of Swords is very intelligent, okay? Libra, this represents you. And so with this energy that you have, you're not questioning anything you're not questioning your own thoughts. You're not questioning yourself. You're moving forward. You're going to be able to get some assistance. Possibly, if the King of Pentacles isn't representative of your energy, that you have that in your chart, you might have someone who's the earth sign, which could be a Capricorn. They could be a Taurus or a Virgo that might come to give you some assistance. But this is you growing out of that thought process that you had of kind of questioning yourself and worrying and, staying up all night because you're afraid, to being sure of your decisions and moving forward with the decisions with conviction and not being stressed. Right? And what this leads to in the end of the month is nothing but growth. Right? So the Empress is about creative energy. It's about movement, as you see with the bus going by. It's about movement. This is about creativity. This is about growth. So as you see with the Empress, almost anything that she touches turns into gold, and she's able to make everything multiply. Okay. Now with this also means that things are fertile. So if you have an idea, or if you have any ideas or anything of that nature, things are going to grow because of the fertility. Now what this also could be too, you want to watch out for yourself. Anytime that you see the Empress with the Ace of Pentacles, this could also be a baby. So possibly, if you're not trying to get pregnant, do what you got to do. But any ace with the Empress could mean possible pregnancy. So also watch out for that, right? But this is also saying here that when you take this time to look at your inner truth and you take the time to kind of look into yourself and figure out, you're going to realize that you're really, really creative. Now, Libra, your sign is ruled by Venus, and Venus is ruled by and the Empress is ruled by Venus. So this is going to be something that's going to affect your money. It's also going to affect your beauty and your relationships. Right now, that's funny because Venus is actually in Aquarius, okay? And Aquarius is the innovator. Right? Aquarius is the person who's part of the group, but they always stick out of the group. So you always recognize the Aquarius from everybody else. So this is you finding your way to kind of carve your own path, and people will be able to kind of see the difference between you and everyone else. Right? So then your spiritual card is we have opportunity and change. Right? So if you see all these vibrant colors and you see this woman, she's kind of holding her future here. This reminds me sort of almost like the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Which is funny because you have the Nine of Pentacles here. So you see this woman's very confident in herself. She's holding the falcon or she's holding a bird. So, what this is saying is that you have the opportunity to change. You're having these downloads. You see these two birds. That's from Spirit. That's sending you some messages. Right now, she's standing in between a gate, which is almost like a portal. And you got to make that choice of what you're going to do to take the opportunity to change. Right now, as you can see with the inner truth, you already have the world card. So this just lets you know that you already have leveled up. You've already got the victory. You've already learned a lot of necessary things. Okay? Now, this first week, the opportunity to change, you're just going to be more consistent. You're going to be working hard. You're going to be mastering yourself. As you can see, this person, they're just continually working on their 8 pentacles. And as they're working on their 8 pentacles, they're just mastering each one. And each one's getting easier and easier to make. And they're able to almost visualize it as it's going. Okay? And this is also, in some cases, this can also be spiritual mastery. So on that time that you've taken to get your inner truth, and now the opportunity to change, they always say that the change comes from within and it reflects on the outside, or the microcosm represents the macrocosm. So the more that you work on yourself on the inside, you're going to be able to see the reflection on the outside. All right? All right, so it looks like you have the 5 of Swords for the second week. So what I'm seeing here is there may be some people who might be jealous of the fact that you're changing and you're upgrading. So you may have to walk from a few people. You might have a few haters that might not necessarily agree with everything you're doing. Well, everything that you're doing for your benefit. You're not doing it for their benefit. So just always remember that this is you trying to make the best version of yourself. You're going to be doing a little bit of training, a little bit of learning, and possibly you might have to walk away from some people who don't have the best intentions for you. All right? Now, that's going to bring you to the third week. In the third week, you have the Fool. So since you've already went through the change and you have the World card within the first week of the month, the Fool is just letting you know that Jupiter is going to take you to the next step. Just follow the universe. You've already started to change. You've already started to glow up. Now you see you have the sun energy in the background that's shining, that's letting you know that things are going to work in your favor. Don't carry any of the baggage with you that you got from the 5 of Swords. People are going to leave you alone. As you see with the Fool moves forward, and they just have light baggage that they carry with them. But their main goal is to kind of move forward and maybe take a few chances and, not worry about what may happen, but just know that the universe got them. As long as you're doing the right thing will come to you. All right? Now, you definitely have some angel synchronicity because you have the 8 of Cups, and you have the 8 of Wands, and then you have the 8 of Pentacles. And this is all under opportunity of change. So the synchronicity of that is 8s are about cycles, okay? 8s are about manifestation. Okay, if you think of the infinity sign, it's an 8. So you have an 8 of Wands and you have an 8 of Cups. So what I get from this is 2 things. Either you're really, really going to move quickly and walking away from something and changing how you are, and it's going to surprise people how fast you change into this new person, and people are going to be almost shocked, like who are you? Last month, I just saw you last month and you were doing this. You might decide to glow up. You might try to decide to change your hair. Maybe you've been in the gym. Maybe you've been working on yourself. This 8 of Pentacles could also be you in the gym, sculpting yourself, working on yourself, making all the muscles tight, doing what you got to do to change, okay? But you definitely have this triple 8 energy. Now, the second energy that I have for this is that you're going to get a lot of messages also that might come in, people trying to communicate with you and try to talk with you, and you're going to get a lot of them, text messages, emails, phone calls, but you're not really trying to talk to those people. You're just like, you know what? I'm gonna walk away from you because you was a hater. You had a lot of problems, so you're not even walking with them anymore. You're walking away from them. Right. So now we have be bold and make the first move. Mutable moon. Today's April the 1st. I'm sorry, this is a cardinal moon, right? So Aries, we're in Aries season. Aries is a cardinal sign. So this is be bold and make the first move. So possibly something that you do today is going to have a big effect on the rest of your month. Now you have the Nine of Pentacles. Now the Nine of Pentacles is something that's letting you know that you're confident, that you're glowing up, you're focused, you've been working on yourself. Nines are connected to the Hermit card, and the Hermit is about looking on the inside so that you can find the beauty in the inside and use that to light your future forward. So you've been working on yourself, just as I mentioned before. Possibly with this Eight of Pentacles, you might have been in the gym, you might have been doing what you have to, but you see this progression going from the 8 to the 9. So in the same week, you've been glowing up, you've been making more decisions. Possibly the money that's coming to you, or maybe the raise that's coming to you, or what may have you, is something that's putting you in a good position so that you can make better choices, feel more comfortable about life, and maybe you are more connected to spirit. Right now, the falcon that the woman's holding, this is about focus. This is about intuition. So just like how we have the birds that sometimes speak to us, and that's kind of that recognition of spirit. And if feathers fall down and leave messages to you, that's also recognition of angels. This is you being connected more to the spirit, and this is you being more in tune. But because you're so in tune, it's making the energy show up on earth so that you can use it and hone it to your benefit. All right. Now during the second week again, while you're starting to glow up and you're starting to make the money, you have the Five of Wands here. You're going to walk away from some people, as I mentioned, but you guys might have a little conflict or something that they don't like about you. Maybe you're not letting them walk all over you anymore. Maybe you've had a lot of negative self-talk and people decide that they want to talk to you a certain way and you're not taking that anymore. So you might have a little conflict, you might have a little fight, but that's part of the reason why during that second week you decide you're going to walk away from them. Okay. Now fives are about change, and this is 2 5s that you have during that second week. So this is kind of like that turning point that you're going to have to make that decision of which way you're going to go. Are you going to go forward or are you going to go backwards? So if you see with the Five of Swords, this person's moving forward with the 2 swords over their shoulder. 2 swords usually represent making a decision. They're looking back over their shoulder, but they're not walking backwards. They're not making that decision to go backwards. They're moving forwards. Right? Now, at the end of the day, everything's going to work out for you. You got the Sun card. The Sun card is by far the best card that you want to get here. Even if you have the worst card on the board, having the Sun card just lets you know everything else is going to be good. This is going to illuminate everything for you. You making the wise decisions that you choose to walk away from people and be optimistic, and you choosing happiness is what's going to make things better for you. Now, the opportunity that you're going to have of getting this money or, starting this new change is going to change your future financially. And so you're going to start to see that happen right away. If not this first week, this opportunity comes right away for you, because this be bold to make the first move. This is something that's going to happen during Aries season, more than likely this first week. All right. Now, the Sun is the 19 card. 19 is 9 plus 1, which is 10. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. So you have something that's going to show up on the first. So pay attention to everything. Things are going to be beneficial to you. And this is going to be really, really good for you. But for the likely the third week, that's when you're going to start to kind of see that fruition come in from whatever you manifested on the first with the new moon. All right. And then I see here, the last week here, so you have the moon and you have the Hierophant. Right? So the moon card, that's about facing your fears. That's about moving things forward. Now, also the Hierophant is also a leader, a spiritual leader, right? Now, with this coming out and be bold and make the first move during the cardinal moon, right? What I'm seeing here is that, possibly what you might start at the beginning of the month with that new moon is going to make you a leader, okay? Maybe a leader in the industry. You might have a new job that you're working for, whether you're working for a Fortune 500 company, or you're starting your own business, or maybe you're starting your own spiritual practice. But this is showing that you're facing your fears, you're using your intuition to move you forward so that you could be that leader. You've been able to calm the wild side of yourself, as you see with the on the moon card. There's the domesticated dog, and then there's the wild dog. You've been able to kind of calm that side and stop howling at the moon. All right. Now you've been able to make this long journey. As you see, there's the crab that's coming out of the water, and it's making its journey past the wild dog and past the domesticated dog, so that it can make its way up the path for growth. Right now, with the Hierophant card, that's also representative of Taurus. So maybe you might have a Taurus that you're dealing with, or someone that might be in your life that has some type of effect. But this is something that's going to be totally beneficial to you during the month of April. Right? All right, Libra. So far, I think you have a wonderful, wonderful reading. You have 3 kings on the board. You got the sun, and you got triple eights. I can definitely see that you're starting a new cycle, and I wish the best for you. I hope that you have a wonderful April. Definitely send me some messages in the comment box. Let me know how things go. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, you certainly can reach out to me. My information is in the contact box. And if you so choose to, you certainly can donate to the page. My information is there also. All right? Libra, it was a pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful month. Take care. Peace.